Hey guys, it's Rue. What's up? I hope you're good. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to our monthly wrap-up. So this is what I read in November because somehow we're at the end of the year now. And it is actually a very short wrap-up this month because from the middle of October until like the last week of November, I was in a reading slump. So this is the little stack we have this time. So let's get into it, I guess. First book on this list is Once Your Mind by Morgan Bridges. I haven't read this book completely. As you can see, I DNF'd it. I DNF'd it 62 pages in. This is a stalker romance, and I had a big like stalker / dark romance phase, and this is a duology, and I was waiting for the second book to come out, which I pre-ordered to read this one, and DNF'd it 62 pages in. My breaking point was literally, only this man since he foolishly touched what doesn't belong to him. What the hell are you talking about? She's mine. 62 pages in, she doesn't know who the fuck he is. I'm pretty sure that he's like a big shot lawyer who put her dad in jail, but now he's obsessed with her. That's what I gathered from the first 62 pages. I would have eaten this up like a year ago. Like a year ago, I read the Haunting Adeline duology. Well, the Cat and Mouse duet. I read like the Lords series, except Carnage, which came out earlier this year, which I read earlier this year. And like I was in a very dark romance era of my life, and I was really, really enjoying it. Look, I'm a rom-com girly at heart, but I do love everything that's romance. But the more it's going on, the more I realize that rom-com is my home. It is what I love, and it's what I keep going back to. So we didn't get far into Once You're Mine. The second book is called Now You're Mine, just so you know. But like it says, murder brought us together, only death can keep us apart, which was the murder of her dad's secretary. And it says, Callista Green belongs to me. She just doesn't know it. The first time we met, I wanted her. The next time, I was obsessed. I watched her. I followed her. It only deepened my need to possess her. Once she's mine, I'm never letting go. Hayden Bennett is a monster in and out of the courtroom. Unfortunately, I need his help. What was supposed to be a simple transaction turns out to be something else. Something intense. He's always there when I need him, but I don't know if trusting him is a good idea. Which, like, in theory, I'm like, fuck yes. But I did buy it when I was in my dark romance kick. Like, it does sound good. I'm probably gonna pass this, like, give this and the second book to my best friend. Who, like, I'm the rom-com girly, she's the dark romance girly. Because that's what best friends are like, apparently. So I'm probably gonna pass this one and the second one on to her. Give them to her at Christmas. I do that every single Christmas, I swear to God. Like, I'm gonna have books that I'm either gonna have doubles of or that I didn't enjoy, but I know she's gonna enjoy, like this one and stuff like that. And I'm like, let me give it to her for Christmas. This is going into her Christmas pile. This and the second book, they're gonna be loved. She's absolutely gonna love these, okay? Like, it's just not for me. Next up, I read Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is the second book in the Maple Hills, is that? Yeah, Maple Hills series. You most likely know this book by now. Or the first book in this series, Icebreaker. I read this one because I really, 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 really want to read Daydream in December. Because Daydream is about Henry, who is my favorite. He's the love of my fucking life. Loved him in the first book. This book just deepened my love for him. So, you know, since he's in book 3, I just read this. So, in this book, we have Russ, who is part of the Maple Hills hockey team, which is, like, all of the MMCs are part of that team. He is also the one, if you've read the first one, you will know him as Cupcake. He is a sweetheart. He is fucking amazing. He is trying to find himself through his traumatic family history, And our FMC is Aurora, who she also doesn't have the best family life, but she is more of a popular girl. Her dad is a famous man. He owns a F1 company, and people think she has it fucking amazing because of that. So at one end of year party, they hook up. She's pretty sure that he doesn't want anything to do with her, and that whatever, we're just gonna see each other on campus. I don't care. Russ low-key fell for her, kind of want to ask her out on a date. Thinks that she's not interested, so he's like, we're gonna see each other on campus, whatever. Well, that is until a couple days later, they run into each other at this camp where they are both counselors for the summer. The more they work together, the more attracted to each other they are, but there's a little problem, which is the no fraternization rule between the counselors. But every day they stray closer and closer to each other, and yeah, it was just very sweet. See, like, this is more my vibe than this. This is just, okay? It was very sweet. There was so many funny moments. I just love rom-coms, and this was no exception. Next up, I asked my girlfriend to choose what I was going to read next between the Falling in Love montage and Legends and Lattes. Well, I should have known better than to ask a queer D&D player which I should read. Legends and Lattes. This thing! It was so sweet, so cute, so cozy. Made my heart want to burst. Like, I want more. Like, I need more. I feel bad about saying that, but I don't care about the prequel. I want just more of this exact thing. So this book is mostly about Viv. Viv is an orc who has lived her life as an adventurer, and she just wants to retire and settle down and live a quiet life. So she decides to do exactly that. She settles down and opens a coffee shop in a place where coffee is not really known. Coffee is this gnomish thing, so people in other cities that are not like, you know, gnome cities don't know it. But she realizes, just like on any adventure, she can't do it alone. So in this book, we meet multiple people who will help her throughout this new adventure of hers. So first of all, she meets Lainey, who is now her neighbor. Lainey is this old woman who lives right in front of the Lively that will then become the coffee shop. We also meet Cal, who, he's so sweet. He is the one who will help Viv do all the repairs to the Lively to make it a coffee shop. Next we have Tandri, who is this lovely succubus right here. She's just trying to get away from what everyone thinks of her kind. She just wants to live her life, and she is just the sweetest, and she is so helpful, and she ends up becoming a barista along with Viv. Last but not least, my favorite, our little ratkin baker baby boy, Thimble. Thimble is this little ratkin. Okay, we can see him on the back actually, right here, who he becomes the baker for the coffee shop. He makes cinnamon rolls, he makes what they call thimblets, I think it is, which are just like biscuits basically, and he makes some chocolate stuffed bread, and he's just sweet baby. Okay, I love him. And throughout this new adventure, Viv will not only make friends who become more of a family, but also bring something new to this town and create a sense of community around her. It was very sweet. I really liked it. There is also this low-key love story going between Viv and Tandri. They're so sweet. I fangirled a couple times for them. I'm not joking, I was texting my girlfriend like, oh my god, they're so cute, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it was very sweet. I just want more of just them and the daily life of the coffee shop, and yeah, I just want more. Last book I completed in November was the first book of Goodbye My Rose Garden. This is a 3-book manga series, and it's just so cute. It is also lesbians because, hi, I am queer. So in this book, we meet our main character, Hanako, who travels from Japan to England to become a novelist. Well, that doesn't turn out right away, so she becomes a maid for Alice. Alice is a noblewoman. I'm pretty sure she's a duchess, if I'm not wrong. They just start falling for each other low-key, but it's the 1800s, so like, queer people? Nah, you know, Alice proposes a trade to Anako. She tells Anako that she will take her to meet her favorite novelist, who like inspired her dream, if in exchange she will kill her, basically helping Alice commit suicide. There's a lot of like homophobia in this series because of the 1800s. So if this triggers you, like, don't read that, because like, especially in the second half, it is a lot. But they're just very cute, very sweet, and yeah, I liked it. Then during November, I also read most of Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. You can now see it is finished. We are the 6th of December when I'm filming this, and I've actually finished 2 books, which I can pretty confidently say now that my reading slump is over. Wild Eyes is the 2nd book in the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver. I love Elsie Silver's writing so much. If you've read the first one, this is about West, who is Ford's, our main character in the first one's best friend, and Rosie, her love interest in the first one's brother. He is a single dad, and yeah, he's just living his little life with his kids, 1 week on, 1 week off, and just living on his ranch, doing his thing. And we also have Skylar, who she is a country singer. And then Skylar just goes to Ford's record company, which is Rose Hill Records, to write her first album completely by herself. And she keeps bumping into West, and they very, very quickly just fall for each other really hard. And they try to adapt and function of her being famous, him having kids and not wanting anyone to hurt his kids, and just her having some trauma for her life and healing from that trauma. And yeah, so that is what concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!